welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year's Eve, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays. Today is December 31st, the day that I'm publishing this, and today we are doing the daunting task of talking about my favorite makeup products of the year. So I have a whole pile of makeup before me, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about the ones that are my favorites, the ones that stood out to me the most. And yeah, that's what we're doing today. I will go ahead and do timestamps down in the description box because like this video is going to be stupidly long. Like maybe it might actually be an hour, I don't know. Anyway, that's enough blabbing. Let's go ahead and dive into these products. What I'm going to do is go from like the ground up. So I'm going to do like primer, eyeshadow primer, etc., etc. Like basically the way that I do my makeup is going to be the way that I talk about these products here. So before we dive into this daunting endeavor, I just want to say thank you for all of your love and your support. Thank you for just being there and watching my videos and subscribing to me. Thank you for entering my giveaway. The winner has been contacted. The winner is Luann. I'm going to send her a package very shortly, or it may already be sent out by the time I upload this video. Thank you guys for entering the giveaway. Also, thank you for allowing me to take a week off. It was very needed. I took a week off, like the week of Christmas, basically. I just didn't upload, I didn't edit, I didn't do anything. It was pretty great. I watched like 2.5 seasons of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and my husband and I discovered the Great British Bake Off. That's hard to say. It's a delightful show. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. It's so wonderful and delightful. Anyway, I feel like recharged and relaxed, and also I feel like I'm just like, I've been missing being here. I've been missing talking to you guys, sharing my love and obsession about makeup. I don't know, I've been missing it, so I'm glad to be back. Okay, let's dive into the top favorite makeup items of 2018. Okay, so first off, we have primers. Now we have 3 here. We have the Chanel Base Le Blanc, we have the Too Faced Coconut Hangover Primer, and we have the NARS Radiance Primer. I am all about dewy, glowy, healthy looking skin. So that's why I love the Chanel one and the NARS one, because this one here just gives like a nice illuminating effect. But also this is great to add to foundations that are turning slightly too dark. Like I have foundations that I bought in the summer months that are definitely too dark for me right now. So I just put in a couple pumps of this and it just lightens the foundation and makes it perfect for the winter months. The NARS Radiance Primer is literally empty. I think I need to cut it open to get some product out because there's nothing left inside. But it just gives you that beautiful lit from within glow. When I wear this, my husband compliments my skin. He's like, oh, your skin is so glowy. So that is a good sign if your husband can notice that your skin is glowy. And then this Hangover Primer here, it is sticky, it is hydrating, it just adds that extra level of moisture that my skin needs, and it helps my foundation stay on longer. So that's why I like these 3 primers. So some categories I have like 1 item, and some categories I have 20. We'll get to that in a minute. So when it comes to eyeshadow primer, I really only have 1 that I've been going back to over and over and over again, and that is the NARS eyeshadow primer here. I quite like this. I'm experimenting with some new ones right now, and I'm not a huge fan of them. So this is the one that I keep going back to. It is running pretty empty, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and try the NARS one, but one of the new ones that's tinted. I think that could be interesting to try. So anyway, this eyeshadow primer really just like locks your eyeshadow in. It doesn't fade, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't do that weird gross like creasy thing that happens at the end of the day. This does not happen with this primer here, so totally worth giving a try. So after I prime my face and my eyes, I go into my eyebrows. Now my top favorite eyebrow product of 2018 is the Diorshow Brow Styler, and this is the 002 Dark Brown. That is this pencil here. It is super fine. The product is very small, so you can get like hair-like strokes in your brow, and it's just so sleek. It's the right color for me. This is what I'm wearing today. Whenever I wear this, this is when I get the most brow compliments. I think this is honestly one of the most underrated brow products on the market. I know Anastasia and Benefit have a big monopoly over brow products, which they deserve, but I feel like the Diorshow Brow Styler is honestly something really special that people should consider more. It is one of my favorite products from 2018. Okay, so after my eyebrows are filled in, I go into eyeshadow. So the first item that I'm going to mention, if you are someone who has watched a lot of my videos, I think you can go ahead and just like say the words out loud. The Chanel number 268 Grandeur et Expérience eyeshadow palette. This is literally one of my favorite items of makeup ever. Like, of all the makeup items that I've ever owned or experienced or have had, this has to be one of like my top favorites of all time. It's perfect for every single day. It's perfect for a smoky eye. It's so versatile. The colors are so beautiful. You can use them as transition shades. You can go dark and deep. The colors blend beautifully. I just think this is an amazing palette. Like, all the shades are perfect. I use this every single day. It's forever and always one of my favorites. After that, I have to say that the entire Chanel Collection Libre, that's their holiday 2018 collection, yes, that collection, every item that I've purchased is my favorite. I think I mentioned that in like my November favorites. Like, every product that I bought in this collection is my favorite. That means all 4 eyeshadows here are stunning and beautiful and are just like amazing. So this was the Cuivré Lamé and the Noir Lamé, as well as the Electrum Lamé and the Vert Lamé. All of these shadows perform so beautifully. They're so smooth, they're so creamy. They're shimmery, but without being like a chunky glitter. I think they're stunning for the holiday season. I think they're stunning to wear any time of year. I am really, honestly blown away by this collection this year. It's one of the most beautiful ones I've ever seen from Chanel or from any brand, to be quite honest. And every item that I've picked up, I have been 100% satisfied, if not blown away by. So just letting you know. Okay, moving on, we have one other Chanel palette as well from their Cruise collection that came out this summer. Now, this combination of red and gray seems a bit off at first, but they have this beautiful satin sheer shimmer finish to them that really just gives a really beautiful eye look. The colors actually work really well together. The bronze and the red and that silver, you can smoke it out, you can do it for a day wear. It's honestly a really beautiful palette. I love the detailing of it. Like, it looks like little waves in the eyeshadows, and the finish is really nice. So this is one of my favorites as well. Okay, so moving on, I have an eyeshadow single here from Bobbi Brown that I've owned for a few years, and I still love it just as much. This is the Bobbi Brown Sparkle Eyeshadow in Allspice. This is the beautiful sheer brown shimmer. Anytime I wear this in a video, people ask me for a makeup tutorial. It just has like such a nice, beautiful sparkle. You can really wear this basically any way. You can wear like a deep smoky eye, you can do like a sheer wash of shimmer, a bit of sparkle. It's beautiful, it's stunning. I'm a huge fan. So since we are on the topic of shimmer and glitter, let's talk about the Stylo liquid eyeshadows. I have the Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadow in Vivid Sapphire and the Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow in Smoldering Satin. Sorry, that was hard to say. So the blue one is Vivid Sapphire, obviously, and this top one here is Smoldering Satin. And these are just the most beautiful glitters ever, and they're so easy to use because they're a liquid. And since it comes in a doe foot applicator, the application is so easy and smooth. You don't have to have this like glitter explosion when you open the container. This is the applicator here, so you really just like swipe it on the eyelid and you get a beautiful shimmer. And these are the swatches here. Again, these are products that if I wear them in a video, people will automatically ask me for a tutorial because it does look so beautiful. Okay, so moving on. One of my favorite eyeshadow palettes that came out this year is from Dior. This is number 887 Thrill. This came out in the spring collection. These pinks are so beautiful. They're so stunning. They're so vibrant. The middle shade is this amazing, gorgeous raspberry pink, and all of these colors work so well together. They're super flattering. They're just beautiful, and anytime I wear this, I get lots of compliments. I get asked to do tutorials. This is a palette that I think I will keep for a very long time, even if it expires, I don't care. It's so beautiful. The colors are just pretty to look at. Like, just the layout of the palette is pretty, and all the colors look so nice. So this is one of my favorites ever. And then another item that I really love from Dior that I also feel is a bit underrated is their Backstage Cool Toned palette here. This came out in the summer, the whole Backstage collection, and this palette is beautiful. Like, it kind of looks a little bit basic at first, just like, okay, cool toned eyeshadows, whatever, but they're so versatile. You really can do a daytime look, a smoky eye look, something more easy to wear every day or more sultry. The shades are all beautiful. They all blend so well. The shimmer shades are stunning. Like, with a little bit of Fix Plus or setting spray, they really give you that like super intense glow. I really think this palette is underrated, and the entire Backstage collection is more reasonably priced than the regular Dior items. So if you're looking for a more like a cheaper alternative to like a Dior eyeshadow palette, get one of the Backstage ones. It's cheaper. So next up is the MAC with Patrick Star eyeshadow palette. I forget what this one is called exactly, but this is the one that came out in the spring. This is the floral one. Everything is like flowers, like the packaging is flowers and, you know, springtime, and then the colors are super vibrant and beautiful. The hot pink and the blue are so vibrant. Oftentimes on a warm skin tone, blues turn into this like weird, gross, muddy brown. This blue is blue. It's as blue on the palette here, like in the palette here, as it is when you wear it on your face. So I love it. If you are someone who's warm toned and who wants like a vibrant blue, might I suggest this MAC with Patrick Star one, because it's very affordable and it's beautiful. Okay, so for the eyeshadow, last but not least, we have a mega behemoth eyeshadow palette. As you can tell, I'm a huge fan of quads or palettes with like 5 shadows. That's like my maximum that I really like. Although now Chanel is getting into the trend of like 9 shadows for the spring. Anyway, that's a different story. But anyway, I'm talking about the Emily Noel 83, the Edits, the Wants palette. This is the one that she did with Makeup Revolution. This is this gigantic palette here. And we have all of the amazing colors inside. I love Emily Noel 83 just in general. I think she's a great person. I love her channel. I think that like everything about her I like. And so when she came out with this collection with Makeup Revolution, I had never bought Makeup Revolution products before in my life, but the fact that she was doing it with them, like that was what made me buy it. And I love it. I think it's great. It's very affordable. There were literally tons of colors. I haven't tried every single color because that's a lot of colors, but everything that I've tried so far I've loved. I think it's great. I think she's great. I'm a huge fan. And like I mentioned, it's super affordable. So if you want lots of colors, get this one. Okay, moving on. I feel like I'm being like sped up. I'm like, okay, I have to like get through this without talking for like 4 hours. Okay, so after eyeshadow, I guess we'll move on to eyeliner. One thing I realized is that I really don't wear that much eyeliner. I have a lot of eyeliner. I have all different types, like the liquid liners, I have felt liners, I have gel liners, I have pencil liners, and I really don't wear them that often. I don't know, I often just like skip it, I guess. I often don't feel like it's necessary for my look, but there are a couple that I always gravitate towards, and these are the Chanel Stylo Yeux in 3 shades in particular. I love number 298 Eros, number 857 Legendary Green, and number 887 Charme. Now, why I like these is because I often love to wear a liner that's really dark but not quite black. So Eros is this reddish rust color, and then Legendary Green is that deep dark forest green, and then finally we have Charme, which is this like dark plummy color. So it adds a bit of depth to my look without being harsh, and I almost always just use liner in like the tight line and then in the waterline in the bottom as well, and it helps make my lash band or like my lashes look thicker and darker without them actually being that dark. And I don't know, I just like that dark color without quite being black. It adds like a little something something without being too intense, I guess. Moving on to mascaras. There are 2 mascaras that really stood out to me the most. One in particular, the runner-up, I guess we could say, is the Dior Pump and Volume. I have this in the regular formula as well as the waterproof one. And here it is. We have a little like, this really just seems like a squeeze toy to me. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, you squeeze here to get extra product on the brush. I'm a huge fan of the regular formula. The waterproof formula, I feel like it doesn't perform quite as well for some reason, but this is a very good mascara. And if you are someone who likes the fake lash effect, this is a mascara for you. I personally love a mascara that gives me that fake lash effect without having to wear fake lashes. I feel like false lashes look good on other people, but to wear on myself, I can't be bothered with all that, but yeah. And the first runner-up, no, not the first runner-up, the winner, I guess, for like favorite mascara of 2018 for me is the NARS Climax mascara. It's quite a crazy name, I know, and I even got like a bunch of mascara on the side here. This mascara is so good. It's super lightweight, so you can like build and build and build. It gives you that fake lash effect, but it never feels clumpy or gloopy or like the lashes never stick together. It never feels dry and like hard on the lashes. It's a great mascara, totally worth it. This is definitely like the #1 favorite mascara of 2018. Okay, so after eyes are done, I move on to the face. So foundation. So the first foundation is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. This is a drugstore foundation. I have 2 shades here. One is a summer color, one is a winter color. They're both practically empty. I don't know why I keep them. I guess I have a hoarding problem. These are perfect dupes for the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. They are super radiant, super dewy. They have a light to medium coverage. You can build it up. It's long wearing. It doesn't transfer. It's a wonderful foundation and it's really affordable. The only downside is that it doesn't really have a huge foundation shade range. If you have dry skin, normal to dry skin, even for the winter months, I highly recommend this foundation. It's fantastic. I love it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw these out because they're literally empty. I don't know why I'm holding on to these. Makeup hoarding problems. Okay, so next up I have 2 foundations from Dior, and when I compare them side to side, they look like crazy different shade ranges. Like, look at this. This doesn't even look like it's supposed to be for the same person, but I swear I wear both of them. This is more of a summer shade. So the Dior Forever Undercover 24-hour full coverage and the Dior Backstage foundation. This one came out in the spring and this one came out in the summer. The reason I like these is that they're both very easy foundations to wear. What I mean by that is that they're like semi-matte, so they're not super luminous, but they're also not matte and therefore drying because I don't want anything matte on my face, quite frankly. So this is a foundation that I mix in with the Chanel Le Blanc that makes it a bit lighter so I can wear it like in the winter months. Otherwise I get a bit of like Oompa Loompa effect, if you know what I mean. But I feel like this you can wear down pretty natural, like it can be very sheer. This one I think starts off pretty light to medium, maybe a bit more on the medium side. Both of these feel very lightweight. Both of these don't transfer. They are long wearing. They are just like easy to wear, like they're just great foundations. Another foundation that I really like is the Shiseido Synchro Skin. I think this came out in 2017 or 2018. Now, this is another foundation that is supposed to be like semi-matte or medium matte, but it doesn't actually feel that matte on my skin. This again is a foundation that is maybe more on the like medium side, which is weird because normally I like more sheer finishes, but it does apply beautifully on the skin. It doesn't dry down matte. It has like a semi-matte effect. It can be quite buildable if you want, but it also can be a bit sheer. It's just really easy to wear. Like, I'm not a huge fan of foundations where you have to wear a certain type of primer for it to work, or you have to use a certain type of brush, etc. Like this is just like super easy. It goes on nicely. It doesn't transfer. It doesn't dry or feel cakey. It's a good foundation. Last but not least, we have an item that's new to me and honestly it's one of my favorites of like the entire year. This is the Westman Atelier foundation stick. Now I believe Westman Atelier is available only through Barney's, so either online or in store. And this is a foundation stick. Now I have not always had great luck with foundation sticks, but this is the perfect amount of coverage, hydration without being overboard on any level. Sometimes foundation sticks like hover on top of the skin. This literally just like melts into the skin. It covers beautifully. It gives you that nice healthy glow. You can really wear it very naturally, or you can wear it up and like build it up and have it be more intense. It's beautiful. I love the finish. I love the application. It's a great foundation overall. I think honestly, this would be my top favorite out of all the foundations that I've talked about so far. Okay, so after foundation, we go on to concealer. Now, for the longest time, the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer was my favorite. It still is one of my favorites. However, there has been a concealer out there that has usurped that role, that title. This is the Clé de Peau concealer here. Now, I have heard so much about this product. This was an item that was a cult favorite, a cult status product. I finally gave in, I finally tried it, and it is 100% worth the hype. This concealer is literally the best thing I've ever tried. It's amazing. It covers so well. It has very little creasing. It's beautiful. It covers under eye circles, blemishes. It's really beautiful. It can be a little heavy, so I try not to go too heavy-handed. What I do is I apply a little bit sparsely, and then I use a big fluffy concealer brush and just blend it out. This concealer is 100% worth the hype. This would be one of my top favorite makeup items of 2018, just like in general. This would be one of the front runners. So that's concealer. Okay, after concealer, let's go on to bronzer. So my favorite item of 2018 for bronzing or contouring would be the Dior Backstage Contour Palette. This palette is beautiful. It has so many different shades. You have a lighter color and a darker color. You have one for bronzing or contouring, and you also have a lighter colors to do some highlighting or just illuminating the under eye area. I do dip back and forth between the lighter and darker shades. As you can see, I dip into the lighter shade a little bit more. But I just think this palette is beautiful. I love that it has two color options. At first I wasn't sure how I felt about that, but now I actually like it because you can play around with it. Since it is part of the Backstage collection, as I mentioned, it's more affordable than like the regular Dior stuff, so that's always a plus as well. It's very versatile. It doesn't look orange, it doesn't look weird. I don't know, it's just like a really good contour slash bronzing palette here. Okay, so for the highlighting portion of 2018, we have two items. We have the Benefit Watts Up Cream to Powder Highlighter and the Dior Backstage Glow or Highlighting Palette here. This palette is stunning. I often wear both the gold and the silver highlighter shade. And fun fact, I'm actually wearing the pink blush as eyeshadow today. This entire palette is beautiful and stunning. Again, you have colors for lighter or darker skin tone. I go with the ones for the lighter skin tone because the darker ones are very dark and they don't work for me as highlighters. The bronze and the pink shade on me work perfectly as eyeshadows, and so I often wear them as eyeshadows. And this is an item that I often travel with because I have highlighter and eyeshadow 2-in-1. So when I've traveled recently, I've just packed both of these palettes and been good to go because I can do my highlighter and my eyeshadow, and I don't even need brushes. You know, I can just like dip in and do my makeup with my hands. So for that, I think it's beautiful and it gives like a really beautiful, healthy glow. And then after that, we have the Benefit Watts Up Cream to Powder Highlighter. This is an item that I don't understand why it doesn't have more cult following, cult status, or why it's not more popular online. Like, this is a beautiful highlighter. It's a cream highlighter, so it gives you that like dewy, glowy, candlelit glow. If you have drier skin, if you have more mature skin, I think you would love a cream highlighter more than a powder one. One thing to note is that you should not apply this directly on the skin. What I do is I swirl the brush into the product and then I apply it onto the skin, and that gives such a beautiful like highlighter. It's stunning. I often wear this on days when I'm wearing very little makeup, like a no makeup look, because it's so dewy, and since it's a cream product, it kind of just like seems to melt into the skin, so it just makes your skin look so like luminous and healthy. This stuff is amazing. Okay, so after highlighter, we have blush. I have a few items here. Now, the first item is another item from Westman Atelier. This is one of their stick blushes here. This one is called Mignette. So it's this like peachy orange, almost like clementine tangerine shade, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. Not a lot, so it just gives like a nice, beautiful, dewy look. So especially if you're going to take your blush and just go a little bit higher on the temples, maybe just like, since it's a cream color, it looks natural. It kind of just like blends into the skin. It looks dewy, it looks luminous. It's a beautiful color. And then we also have this MAC cream blush. This one is called Something Special. I think this may be discontinued. I'm very sorry for that. But I love a cream blush. Like a cream blush, it looks so natural and dewy and luminous. I love a cream blush on a day where I'm doing like a no makeup look, something very natural, very light. It just looks so dewy. I also love cream blush for like winter. Like right now it's like freezing rain outside again. So it's like very cold, it's harsh weather. A cream blush just like gives you that dewy, luminous look, especially if you have drier skin or more mature skin. A cream product is your friend. And then we have 2 more blush products. Both of these are from Chanel. I don't think I've ever met a Chanel blush that I did not like. So both of these are wonderful. This is number 72, Rose Initiale. This pink is like my go-to any makeup look any day of the week. I can wear this blush with practically any makeup look and it always looks stunning. And then this one here, I think this came out in the spring or maybe even last year in their holiday collection. This one is called So Close. It's this gorgeous, bold, bright tangerine look, and you do have to go quite light-handed with this because it can be a little bit intense. But it gives like a really nice flush, especially when you have a bit more of a tan. It just gives like, it just kind of like illuminates the skin. It's a beautiful color. I love it. So as I've been compiling products for this video, I realized that there are certain areas of makeup that I haven't adventured as much in. I feel like as far as primers go and blushes, those are 2 avenues that I haven't really experimented that much with. A lot of the blushes and primers that I have now, I have owned for a long time or have been repurchasing. I haven't like really been testing out the waters. So I think those are categories in which I could like, you know, test out more products in 2019. Okay, so we only have a few more categories left, and this next one is a doozy. We're talking about lips. I am a huge fan of color. As I've done this compilation of favorites of 2018, I've noticed there's a theme. The eyeshadows, the lips, and the nail polish are areas that I have a lot of different favorites because I love color. As you can tell, I love color. So the lips is going to be a pretty big category. So let's go ahead and dive into it. So the first category is the Dior Lip Glow Color Reviving Balm. So these are lip balms that are supposed to adapt to your like lip color, your pH, and just boost like your lip color. So I think the raspberry one, the raspberry matte, and the raspberry regular one are my favorite. These are just super easy to wear. You can wear them like as is. They just give you like a really nice color on your lips, or I love them as like a topper on top of my lipstick, like several hours down the line when my lips feel dry and I still have lipstick on, but I don't want to like take it off and start over. I can just take one of these and just add it. It kind of like rezhuzhes your lip color. It hydrates. It has a bit of color. They're all wonderful. Like I would stick to the regular ones and the matte ones. The hollow ones, not so much, but anyway, these are amazing. And then sticking with the Dior Lip Glow, we have the Lip Maximizer. That is this plumping lip gloss here. It has a little bit of color. It's like a light nudie pink. And again, this is a great primer in a way. Like often when I'm doing my makeup, I'll take this or one of these and just apply it on my lips before I do the rest of my makeup. Like as I'm doing primer, I'll wear one of these, and then by the time I get to my actual lip product, my lips are super hydrated and like tinted. This is great for that. It's also great as a lip reviver. Like again, midday when you have a little bit of like a dry lip, you just put this on. It's beautiful. So continuing with Dior, I finally picked up number 999, which is like their iconic classic red lip. You guys know that I love a red lip. So this is their iconic Dior red. Like this is their classic red. I see what the hype is about. Like it is honestly one of those perfect reds. It's so flattering. It's so beautiful. There are different forms or variations of 999. So depending on what texture you like, you can find the right red or the right lipstick for you. Okay, after that we have the Dior Kiss number 666. This is another perfect bright raspberry red. Whenever I wear this, it literally just like lifts and brightens my complexion. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if it's like what the pigments are inside that do this, but it just like literally just like brightens and awakens your whole face. It's a beautiful color. I think this came out in the fall collection. It's stunning. And then last but not least, we have 2 other Dior items before we move on to the rest of the lip products. These Dior Addict Lacquer Plumps. Now these came out in the spring. So these are lip lacquers that look and feel like lip glosses, but then tint your lips. I like both of these here. This one, when you look at it, looks like a creamsicle color. It doesn't do that. It looks like when you wear it on your lips, it gives a perfect peachy color. This one is number 347 Dior Freak, this like orange creamsicle one. But as you apply it on your lip, it just looks like a nice peach color. So it's just like very easy to wear. Honestly, when I first got this, I was like, this looks crazy, I can't wear this. But no, it just looks like a really nice peachy flush. It's super easy to wear, it's lovely. And then this one here is number 327 Glitter Razzi. This is a perfect nude that is like a little bit cool tone. It has a little bit of shimmer in it. It's like a nude with like a little extra oomph. I really love this. I think it's great. Okay, so for Chanel, I have 3 items I want to talk about. One of them is brand new. This is part of their holiday collection. This is the lip gloss, the Rouge Coco lip gloss, number 812 Flaming Lips. This is this gorgeous candy apple red with a swirl of gold inside. This lip gloss is so pigmented. It honestly looks and feels like a lipstick. My friend Jill described this as Christmas in a bottle, like the red and gold. This is exactly it. It has a little bit of metallic to it. It's stunning. I love it. I'm honestly considering getting a backup if there's any left. It's beautiful. It's stunning. I think it's wonderful. This is one of my favorite items that Chanel came out with this year. It's pretty. And then after that, I have 2 lipsticks. One is the Rouge à Lèvres Velvet number 40 La Sensuelle. I think my friend Cookie sent me this one actually. So this is a gorgeous berry color for fall. It's like a plummy color. It is pretty, and it's again Chanel, so it has the same like consistency as the other regular lipsticks. And then another item that I love from Chanel this year is actually one of their new ones. This is the Rouge à Lèvres Velvet Extreme number 114 Epitome. Guys, this one is pretty. So this is the packaging that it came in. So it's all matte here. This is the Velvet Extreme. This is the regular velvet. So as you can see, there's a difference here. Like the regular velvet is like all shiny. This one here is matte. Epitome is just this gorgeous raspberry shade. It's very, again, it illuminates and brightens the skin and the complexion. It's a gorgeous color. It's a bit more raspberry. So it's not like a red, like a classic red. It's a bit more blue. Ugh, it's really pretty. This lipstick here is one of my favorite products of the entire year. So now I have 2 products here from MAC, and these are kind of like old faithful, old reliable. These are items that I used to wear faithfully, like all the time, and then I kind of just fell out of the habit and I rediscovered them. This is the MAC Viva Glam number 5. This is the luster one, and as you can see, I really like this. There's barely any product left. There's probably a few more applications left before I have to buy a new one if they still make it. And then this MAC lip gloss in Nymphette. This is a gorgeous nudie rose gold pink lip gloss. I love to wear the Viva Glam with this lip gloss over top. I think it creates such a beautiful nude lip because I find nude lips can be hard to pull off without looking dead. But this combination of these 2 is stunning. And I do think that this lip gloss here has a lot to do with it because it is so gorgeous, so stunning. Okay, so next up we have 2 items here from YSL or Yves Saint Laurent. We have the Rouge Pure Couture number 70. This is just a really pretty, easy to wear nude. As I mentioned before, I'm not always a huge fan of nudes. They can often make me just look dead. But this one just gives like it's like the perfect amount of like nude and pink. It's not very peachy. A lot of nudes that I have are very peachy. This isn't very peachy at all. It's kind of just like pink and neutral, and I really like it. I don't have to like zhuzh it up with extra lip liner or lip gloss. I can just throw it on and it looks great. And then in the YSL category, we also have the Rouge Volupté number 9. This, you guys, I forgot how much I love YSL lipsticks until I rediscovered this one here. This is just the most gorgeous like pink shade ever. Ugh, it's gorgeous, and like, let's be honest, the packaging is to die for, and as you can tell, I have worn it a lot and loved it a lot. I think it's gorgeous. So in the lip category, we have 2 more items, and both of them are brand new. They are part of the Lisa Eldridge collection. If you are not aware, Lisa Eldridge came out with a velvet lipstick collection. I picked up 2. I picked up Velvet Morning, which is this gorgeous warm tone orangey red, and Velvet Ribbon, which is like the classic red, the bluish red, and these are these 2 side by side. They are absolutely stunning. They're absolutely comfortable to wear. They're long wearing. They're perfect. They're wonderful. They're amazing. These came out this year, as I mentioned. They have been sold out. I think they restocked. I think they sold out again. I think they may have restocked again. I'm not sure. There's a third one. I think it's called Velvet Jazz, which I did not pick up, but I'm sure it's just as beautiful as these two here. I love Lisa Eldridge. I love everything she does. So this was like a no-brainer to buy these, and they're both amazing, which is not surprising whatsoever. Okay, I think I finished the lip category. The lip product department is like the one that I easily buy the most of, because I feel like lip products in general are like the least expensive compared to like a foundation or whatever. So I feel like it's more excusable to buy more lip products, because you're like, well, it's not that expensive, and then you realize you have like 25 favorite lip products of 2018. That seems excessive. So moving on to a setting spray. My all-time favorite setting spray is the MAC Fix Plus. This is this one here. This is great as a setting spray, as a primer. You can use this also to wet a makeup brush if you want to have like a more metallic or a shiny eyeshadow. This is what I do all the time. If you have normal to dry skin like me, if you have more mature skin, I think you would love this as a setting spray. Also, if you want to just like zhuzh up your makeup midday, this feels fantastic to just like spray on your skin. This stuff is amazing, and I have repurchased this like maybe 5-7 times. Like, yeah, and it takes a long time to go through, but I just love it so much. Okay, I think that's it for makeup. There is one last category, and I'm including this in this video because I always include it in my description box. In my description box, I always like list off what I'm wearing, and I always list off the nail polish that I'm wearing. So it only seems fair to talk about nail polish as well. So the only item that is not a color item is actually a top coat. This is the Essence The Gel Nail Polish. Now, you can get this at the pharmacy or Walmart or wherever for literally like $3 or $5. It's super inexpensive. It's a top coat, and it gives a gel-like finish, but you don't have to use a lamp or anything. It's literally just a top coat that's super shiny, and it is really great. I have repurchased this probably 10 or 12 times. This is not sponsored by Essence, but if Essence wants to send me some free gel top coat, that's fine by me. It makes your nail polish look super shiny. It makes your nail polish look like you have like a gel manicure. It helps it last longer. It's beautiful, and it's like a few dollars, so why not? You guys know that I love color, as I've mentioned before. I love super bright and bold nail polish color. I often go with like more natural makeup looks, and the nail polish, I'm like neon. I love neon. I've discovered a brand called Color Club, and I love them. They do like bright, bold neons. They do pastel neons. It's stunning. So the one that I'm wearing today is called Jackie O, and it is this one here. It literally looks like if someone cracked open a neon pink highlighter and put it on your nails. I am here for it. I love it. I love how bright this is. And then there's this coral one that I'm also a huge fan of called Youthquake. It's like this pinky coral. I love it. I love these bright nail polishes. I'm a huge fan. And then last but not least, we have to talk about Chanel nail polish. I have 3 here that have really stood out to me the most. So first up is one that came out in the spring. This one is called number 592 Giallo Napoli. I don't speak Italian, sorry. But it is this beautiful yellow. And at first you're like, what, yellow nails? No, thank you. But honestly, this is true to color. Like the color you have here is the color you have on your nails. It's beautiful. It's stunning. The amount of times that I was wearing this out in public and people would stop me and ask me where I got my nails done because it's so bright and it's beautiful. If you can get your hands on this, get it. It's wonderful. Also, so I've been seeing sneak peeks of like the collections for 2019 for the spring collections, and I saw that Dior has a nail polish that looks similar to this. I don't know if it's the exact same color, but it looks like a bright yellow. Interesting. Okay, and then after that, we have this one here, number 18, called Vamp. Again, this is one that my friend Cookie sent me. It's like a really dark color that has like a little shift in it. So I'm a huge fan of colors that are like super dark but not quite black. This is perfect. I'm not like, I love Rouge Noir to look at, but it doesn't like me, or it doesn't like my nails. It doesn't like to stay on my nails. This is one that stays on a really long time. It has like a little bit of like purple, a little bit of shift to it, so it's like easy to wear. Perfect for fall, perfect for the winter months. It's gorgeous. And then last but not least, we have one that came out with the holiday collection. It is the sister of Flaming Lips here. It is this nail polish called number 918 Flamboyance. Again, this is Christmas in a bottle. It is that candy apple red with a swirl of gold flake inside. It is super long lasting. It is exactly true to color. It's so festive, it's so fun, it's so beautiful. It's very unique. I've never seen a red quite like this that has a gold shift underneath. It's beautiful. I love it so much. And oh my god, I think I finally finished this video. I don't know how long this video is going to be. We'll see. I did a poll on Instagram asking you guys if you want to see one gigantic long video or like different ones, and so far you guys all voted for one gigantic long video. And yeah, I think that about does it. That wraps it up for my favorite products of 2018. I will do a video separate for skincare, and I will also do a video separate for my least favorite items of 2018 as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much if you've made it all the way through. Thank you. If you've made it all the way through, leave a little emoji of some sort. I don't know. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Let us know down in the comments, what are some of your favorite makeup items of 2018? Did I mention any of them? Let me know down in the comments. Please make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell on the side so you can know whenever I post a new video. And also remember that you are kind, you are beautiful, and you are confident. So go out there and conquer the world. On that note, I will leave you, and I'm gonna go eat some turkey leftovers. All right, guys, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic New Year's Eve. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.